Imagine, if you will, a future where we no longer possess toes. An unusual proposition, right? But when you delve into the annals of our biological history, this idea might not seem as absurd as it first appears. The human foot, as we understand it today, isn't the result of an impromptu design, but of countless epochs of constant evolution. It is the outcome of a slow, progressive process that has meticulously shaped and reshaped its configuration to best cater to our requirements and conform to our ever-evolving habitats. Our primitive ancestors, akin to their simian counterparts, were blessed with agile feet fitted with a flexible big toe. This was a critical instrument for navigating the tangled, unstable branches of primeval forest habitats. Their feet were not crafted for walking or sprinting on flat terrains, but for gripping and scaling. The foot was a crucial survival tool, providing the critical stability and grip to traverse the intricate, arboreal landscape of their homeland. As the march of time continued, our ancestors embarked on a dramatic transformation. They transitioned from the safety of the verdant tree canopies to the expansive savannas, inciting a momentous change in their lifestyle. This shift, known as bipedalism, necessitated a more stable, durable foot that could resist the pressures of walking erect on two legs. The foot experienced a significant evolutionary leap in this period. The big toe, earlier splayed sideways for enhanced gripping, slowly started aligning itself with the other toes, crafting the straight alignment we see today. Simultaneously, the arch of the foot began to become more pronounced. This arch, akin to the spring in an automobile's suspension, absorbs the impact of our body weight with each stride we take. It spreads the weight uniformly across the foot, preventing injury and enabling us to walk and run comfortably over longer distances. In conjunction with these changes, our ankle bones underwent a critical metamorphosis. They modified and fortified, offering superior support for our body weight. These modifications made bipedal locomotion not just feasible, but also efficient. It liberated our hands to perform other tasks, laying the groundwork for the emergence of tools, cultural practices, and the birth of civilization. But the story of the human foot doesn't end there. Like every other part of our bodies, the foot isn't a static entity, but a dynamic organ, ceaselessly evolving. Evidence from ongoing scientific research continually intimates that the evolution of the human foot is a persisting process. An intriguing study published in the esteemed Journal of Anatomy in 2021 has unveiled some fascinating revelations. It was found that generations are more prone to having extra bones in their feet than their older counterparts. This captivating revelation suggests that our feet, like those of our ancestors, are still undergoing changes. These changes are influenced by the environmental pressures and demands we expose them to. With the increased prevalence of sports, dance, and other physical activities that exert unique pressures on our feet, it's plausible that our feet are evolving to accommodate these novel demands. As we gaze ahead into the future, the notion of a toeless foot might not appear as eccentric as we initially thought. Evolution is a slow, unyielding process, always in motion, always adapting. As our lives and habitats continue to transform, so do our bodies. It's a clear sign that our feet are not static, but still adapting, still evolving to meet the demands of our environment and the demands we place on them. This constant evolution is a testament to our resilience and adaptability, a sign of our unending journey of development and progress. So, as we gaze into the future, the idea of a toeless foot might not be as outlandish as it initially appears. Evolution is a slow, relentless process, always moving, always adapting. As our lives and environments continue to change and evolve, so too will our bodies. It's a sign that our feet are still changing, still adapting to our environment and the demands we place on them. But what about our toes? These 5 appendages have long been believed to aid in balance and walking. For centuries, it was a widely accepted belief that our toes played a central role in our ability to maintain equilibrium and move efficiently. This notion has been ingrained in our collective understanding of human anatomy and locomotion. The shape and function of our toes, each of them possessing unique characteristics, seemed to support this idea. Our toes, as part of our foot structure, appeared to serve as a solid foundation that allowed us not only to stand upright, but also to move with agility and precision. However, recent research has offered a different perspective, compelling us to reassess our understanding of the role of our toes. In the wake of this new research, the scientific community is abuzz with questions and counter-theories. For instance, if our toes are not as important as we once thought, then what other misconceptions might we have about our bodies? And how will this new understanding impact the fields of biology, medicine, and sports science? Scientists from the University of Liverpool have been at the forefront of this groundbreaking research. They conducted in-depth studies and experiments aimed at understanding the contribution of our toes to our balance. Using a range of techniques including biomechanical modeling and kinematic analysis, their findings have been somewhat surprising and counter to popular belief. Their research found that our toes contribute less to our balance than previously thought. They discovered that the toes' role in maintaining balance was relatively minor when compared to other parts of our foot structure, particularly the arch and heel. They found that the toes' primary function was more about providing leverage and propulsion during movement rather than aiding balance. This revelation has far-reaching implications. For instance, does this mean that individuals who have lost toes or entire feet due to injury or illness can still maintain balance to a certain extent? The answer, according to the research, is yes. In fact, their model suggests that even without toes, humans could still walk just fine. This has prompted a great deal of speculation and debate. Could we be heading towards a toeless future? It's an interesting question, and one that provokes a host of hypothetical scenarios. Will we evolve to have smaller toes or no toes at all? Will we see the emergence of footwear designed specifically for toeless feet? It's certainly a possibility. Evolution is a slow process, and changes to our physical form often take thousands, if not millions, of years. But as we continue to walk on flat artificial surfaces, wear shoes that restrict our toe movement, and rely less on our feet for grasping or climbing, it's conceivable that our toes could become redundant. Shoe design, for instance, could change dramatically. Instead of shoes that accommodate our current foot structure, we might see designs that are optimized for balance and propulsion without the need for toes. This could lead to innovative and unconventional shoe designs that could redefine how we think about footwear. Yet, it's important to remember that evolution is not a straightforward process. It's influenced by a complex interplay of factors, and predicting its course is not an exact science. While it's exciting to theorize about a potential toeless future, it's equally important to consider the broader implications of these research findings on our understanding of human anatomy and locomotion. So, what does the future hold for our toes? Only time will tell. As we continue to learn more about our bodies and how they function, we can only expect more revelations that challenge our current understanding. In summary, the human foot has undergone significant changes since our ancestors first walked upright. The big toe realigned itself, the arch became more pronounced, and our ankles adapted to support our body weight. And while our toes were once thought to be crucial for balance, recent research suggests otherwise. With the continued evolution of our feet, it's possible that we might one day find ourselves without toes. This doesn't mean we should start planning for a toeless future just yet. But it's a fascinating glimpse into how our bodies continue to evolve and adapt, driven by the subtle pressures of our environment and lifestyle. It's a reminder that we are not static beings, but ever-changing creatures in an ever-changing world.